Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching. Today we are going to go to Landaff, New Hampshire on the Wild Ammonoosuc, and we're going to do some sluicing there. We are here at the camp and we're going to have a quick breakfast before we head out, and then we will meet you down on the river.
Beautiful 70-degree day out here at the Wild Ammonoosuc. The trees are already starting to turn colors up here too. Just starting. Here's one of our favorite spots out on the Wild Ammonoosuc.
Well, we made it out on the river. We decided to go to Landaff, New Hampshire, to a portion of the Wild Ammonoosuc. And here we are out on the river. Tom's with me right now. We may be joined later with by What's the Big Gale and
Prospector Bonnie Pebbles.
Prospector Bonnie Pebbles.
And Klondike Chloe.
And Klondike Chloe. So we just sitting here relaxing at the moment, and we're going to set up a sluice box somewhere. We've been here before, so we know where there is spots that have gold. So we're just going to start classifying and running it through the sluice on a beautiful, see that sky? I don't know if you can see that sky up there, but it's a beautiful day. It was a little cold last night. I got down into the 30s, but it's warm today. Well, it's warming up. It should get close to 70, so we're gonna see if we can find some gold. So let's stick around.
Prospector West is digging in his honey hole.
Okay, we've got the sluice running, and running a little bit slow, but I'd rather have it running slow than too fast. But I'm in no rush, and I want to catch the gold. See, it's clearing out nicely. And then I just give it a moment to clear up in here. And it takes a little bit, but I can see the carpet underneath there. I just have to clean the tailings out on the end every once in a while. But it's clearing out nice. And we're gonna run this. This is our first run. I did a bucket, and Tom did a bucket from a different area. And we're going to run them and see what they shows up in the black mat to see which one's producing better gold. And then we'll dig from that area. And when we get this done, we'll show you what we got. All right, where Tom was digging was probably the better one, because after we did his bucket, you can see the gold in the mat. So that's great. We'll keep on going, and we're going to run a little bit extra before we clean it out today. We'll be back. We have been joined by What's the Big Dale and Prospector Bonnie Pebbles and Klondike Chloe. And we got good gold in the mat. Let me show you. Look at that. Nice gold all throughout the mat. So there's got to be more down in there. We're going to do one more bucket and then we're going to do a clean out. So when we're ready to clean it out, we'll be back. We're done. Gotta check out this shirt first. Look at that. Holy smokes. But we've got all our buckets. We're ready to do a clean out, but I want to show you the mat before we start. You should see the gold in our mat now. And it's not bad at all. There's gold all in there. So we're gonna do a clean out and we'll show you what we got.
That's way more than we got all day yesterday.
7, 8, there's a couple little ones around those.
Dave, smack your
A
forehead.
nice one.
Smack your forehead. He had a bug.
A bug.
Mosquito.
I smell
Wow.
it.
That's awesome.
Make sure you get a good picture of that too, because I don't know how the video looks.
See this big rock right here? We need that moved. And that's why we bring What's the Big Dale. That's his job. Yeah, dump it in that hole. Because that's already been dug. Just watch out for your feet.
Anywhere this way will work. Get the dirt underneath it.
There he goes. Oh, that's perfect. Voila. Very good. Now we're going to keep on digging. You got a good one going there. I don't think you'll get that one on the top, though. Maybe the little one. He finally got it on the top. He got it on the top. He's got his rock stack over there. We just started our second run, and we're running it right here. I'm running it. I got a bucket here. And Dale's digging a bathtub or something over there to swim in. So we're all doing our part here. And we're gonna see what we get. When I see some gold in the mat, I'll show you.
Yeah, Prospector Pebbles, Bonnie Pebbles over there. I'm not sure if she's pulling leaves or digging for gold. Looks like you're sitting in the tree.
All right, we're on our second run. Let me show you the mat. It's looking good.
Look at all that big chunky
There's
stuff
gold.
in there.
There's gold. So we've got gold in the mat, and we're gonna keep on trucking. We're having fun out here on the river today. I'll be back to show you when this is done and see what we get out of this run. With the second run, let me show you what's in the mat. Look at all that. Look at all that. That looks actually better than the first run.
Definitely.
And it's less buckets. So that's great. Let's pan it out and we'll see what we get.
Here we go with our next cleanup. Looking pretty good so far in the mat.
I'm gonna go nice and easy because these are concentrates.
Look at all that gold showing up.
There's more under there. I just gotta get the black sand off of it.
That's looking nice though. Look at all that gold in this clean out.
I'm gonna take a look at that. Nice and close.
Wow, we did pretty good
I
there.
think that one's a little better than the first one.
Yeah, all the way from there, all that, all the way down to there. Nice.
All right, the second run was pretty good. We're happy with that. We set the sluice box up for a third run, but we're all taking a little break here. Tom is eating, looks like some cheese and crackers.
Cream cheese and chives.
Wow. I'm gonna hold off until dinner. Once again, we got a nice surprise for dinner. It's always a surprise because you don't know. And Dale is doing his own thing. He's building a big swimming pool out there. He's got a little dam built. He's working it. All right, we'll be back. This is our final sluice run. Tom's finishing bucket number 2. And we have one more over here. And we're gonna clean it out. Dale is over there making a swimming pool. Look at the dam he made. I gave him a pan. I said, when you're done digging, grab a pan full of material from the bottom. And we'll see what's in it. Because he went down enough. Clearing the tailings away from the bottom. But we're going good. And when we get all this run and put in a pan, we'll be back to show you what we got. And then we're going to head back to camp and make some dinner. Dale's been in there swimming, making a pool for a couple hours. He picks out some rocks he likes and brings them home. I told him to take a pan from the bottom when he's done. But we're just about done with our sluice run. I'm gonna pan that out, see what we get. This is the third run, and
Quite a bit of gold around there.
there's some gold in there. Not as much as the first run, but let's pan it out and see what we get.
Here we are. This is our last clean out of the day. See what we got coming in here. Oh, I see some gold already there. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not bad. I see some good sized stuff in there.
Not too bad. Not as good as the other two.
No, but not bad.
I get the black sand out of it so you can see it a little better. You'll see more
I can
pop
see
up
all
there.
that. It's not too bad. There's some over there. Some way over there. Oh yeah.
But there we go. I'm going to suck that up.
That's just from run 2 and 3 today. Wow.
I run 2 and 3.
There's some great sizes in there. Look at that. Nice.
Get it clean.
Love this time of the day when the sun's just going down and peeking through the trees. Well, I bet Chloe, she's had a rough day on the river. On the set.
Well, we just finished up. The last run was good. Not as good as the first two, but good. When we get back to the camp, we're going to dump it all out and show you how we did. I think we did pretty well today. So you'll see. We're going to make some dinner. Don't go away. Let me show you what the gold looks like up close. Here's what we got for the day, and it was a pretty good day. All right, it's time for dinner, and what we're having is something different. I've never had this kind of beef in a can. That pan I sprayed with coconut oil, and boy, that doesn't look too appetizing, but beef in a can, ground beef. So we'll start with that and heat that up. Beef in a can, non-perishable, good item for camping when you don't have to worry about it keeping it cold. But we're gonna heat that up and brown it so it's nice and hot. And then I'll show you the next step. Okay, it looks like the beef with juices is cooked. But we're going to get rid of some of those juices. So, let me see if I can just drain some of that off over here. I know you're not supposed to put it in the fire, it'll attract the bears. But a lot of things around here will attract the bears. But I don't want all that grease while I got it off. I want to adjust the fire a little. Put that back on. And now we're going to add some things to it. First thing we want to add a little bit of garlic. Oh, that's good. Don't want to overdo. And we're going to add a sloppy Joe mix right in there. Any kind of sloppy Joe mix will do. You don't have to use the same one as me. And are we adding ginger too?
Yeah, we're gonna add a little ginger.
We're adding ginger too, I guess, to this. A little bit of ginger.
This is
Look at that.
Campfire Sloppy Joes.
And we're gonna mix that up. Sloppy Wesses, I guess we'll call it. That up, and we'll be back. There's one more ingredient. I bet you can guess. We'll be back. All right, that looks just about done. And this is the critical part that makes this dish what it is. A sloppy Tom or a sloppy West, so you take your pick. It's the hip bee honey. That's our honey, hipbee.com. That's our sponsor. Go check them out. They have all kinds of great honey products, from candy to candles, beeswax candles, honey soap, and this delicious honey. This is our fall honey. It's a dark honey. And you're just going to add a little bit to this to give it a little bit of a sweetness and a honey flavor. And once you start adding a little bit of that to your food, you're going to do it more often, because honey has a lot of nutrients in it, and it's better, much better than other sugars. Enough with the commercial. Let me get back here. We're going to mix this around. Oh, you can smell that now with the garlic in there and the honey. Now, I'm just going to let this go a little bit, a minute or two, and then we're going to, of course, put it on a roll. So I'll be right back. All right, they're done. You can see that right there. Tom's cutting the rolls. We had a great day out on the river. We got some good gold today. Good gold. Add it to the collection. We'll bring it home.
That smells really good.
It does smell good. I was a little unsure about the beef in a can, but it seems to be just like ground beef. But I'll let you know when I taste it. I'll be honest. I know I fibbed a little bit about those apple sausages a few episodes back, the ones with all the moths in them, because those weren't that good even without the moths. You know, so you won't be seeing those again. And there you have it. So we're going to take this over and we'll try it out. Here it is. This is the moment of truth.
That's actually really good. Wow.
The beef tastes like any other beef, I guess. And the sloppy joes are delicious. A little bit of sweetness from the honey. This macaroni salad here is just store-bought, but we like it. It's good. And there you have it. We're going to eat this, and we'll be back. Klondike Chloe.
I seen it. I was like, holy shit, last minute. I didn't see it in her hair till he reached for it.
The fire popped and a spark landed on Klondike Chloe. And she was
She got a bird.
burning up
Top of her head.
the top of her head a little bit. She's okay though. It never made it. She didn't even know.
I couldn't get it to go out though.
Yeah.
I was trying to get it to go out, and it just kept
wasn't going out.
expanding and getting hotter. And I was
That's
like,
what I-
okay. I reached there and ripped it off.
That's what I
But
saw.
Klondike Chloe's a trooper. She pointed out the gold today.
It didn't do nothing to her.
No,
It's just,
well,
Now, let me tell you about those sloppy Wesses or sloppy Toms, or you can call it whatever you want. Just call it, name it after the sloppiest person in your family. That recipe was really good, and I'm not just saying that because, see, he's still eating over here. He loves it. He does. It came out really good, right? You tried it, right?
yeah.
I'm not just flapping because of the honey that's in it.
You don't
Because
need canned beef though. You can use regular ground beef.
yeah.
Fresh beef.
You can use regular ground beef. You don't need to use that stuff we used. But it was a non-perishable. It's in a can. I didn't have to keep it cold, so it's good for camping. And it wasn't bad. I never used it before, but it made the sloppy Wesses pretty good. I had 2 of them. And I'm not just saying that because of the honey, because if it didn't taste good, I can tell you right now, it wasn't going to be because of the honey. All right, we'll be back. Don't go away. Well, before we go, I got a story for you. And I was talking about it with my brother Gale. What's the big Dale? Because years ago, what was it, probably 20 years ago?
Yep.
We were climbing Mount Adams in New Hampshire. And we made a campsite off the trail. We were not on the trail. We found a river and followed it down about a half a mile and made a camp. There was somebody had already had camped there, but not in a long time. So we kind of made it back into a camp, and we weren't supposed to have a fire. There was a fire ban at that time, but we broke the rules and we had a fire. And we're sitting there at our fire late. It was probably about 11 o'clock at night. And off in the distance through the woods, I thought I saw a blink of a light. So I kept looking because everything's pitch black. And I did. I seen a light. And it must have been a flashlight. So I'm assuming, uh-oh, this is a ranger. I've never seen a ranger come out in the middle of the night. And it kept getting closer and closer and closer, and I figured we were going to get busted for having a fire. But it wasn't a ranger. It was a guy who was lost and off the trail. And he was wandering around trying to find the trail when he saw our campfire. And he moved towards it, and he came into the camp and said, hey, can I stay here with you? Go ahead. So he set up a little sheet of plastic between two trees and laid down, and he had some stuff to eat with him. And the next morning we pointed him in the right direction to where he could find the trail, and off he went. But the point of this is, if we had followed the rules and didn't have a fire, that guy would have been wandering around in the woods. And it was cold because the mountain had snow on it. It was probably early November or late October. So it would have been a cold night. So there you have it. If you like watching these videos, hit that subscribe button. I believe it's down there. And hit a like. Share this video. Tell your friends. All those things help us to grow this channel so we can continue making videos for you. And until next time, peace.